I gotta piss. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You don't get to now.
Yep.
We're locked in for the long run.
I got my seatbelt on.
Did you say strap in or strap on?
Yeah.
Too late. I'm ready for both.
Hi, Miss Edgeworth. Did you guys come to watch the show? Hello, Miss Berry. Mr. Saint. You're a little early, I'm afraid. We're still practicing. But I'm glad you kept your promise.
So when's Voldemort showing up for a snake?
Yes. I remembered you giving me this. That's so great! You're gonna have so much fun. I think you'll even you'll be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth. I think you've surprised me enough for one day already.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Mr. Edgeworth?
What are you talking about? Would you mind looking at this photograph, Miss Berry? That's the eye painted on the balloon you used to advertise the circus, correct? Oh, yeah. What is this exactly? I have a strong suspicion that the balloon was used by the criminal we've been looking for. You do? Who's usually in charge of the balloon, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that would be Simeon. Wait, you don't mean... Mr. Saint, you took the balloon out late the other night, didn't you? Sure. I was practicing. I'm still pretty bad at flying it, so I needed to put in some extra hours. At night would have been even more difficult than usual. A strange time to decide to practice. But why else would I have taken the balloon out? What are you saying? No, you weren't practicing at all. You were taking an unconscious K to the top of the big building in order to frame her for the murder of Rosie Rayner. The security cameras never recorded Kay taking the elevator up to the roof, which means she must have gotten there another way, from the sky. And the only person able to make that happen would have to be you. But, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't understand. That's not all you did. You also attacked Sean at the garbage disposal area, trucked him, and carried him away.
Get over here, you little shit.
That's why you were late for the hearing at the courthouse, wasn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do any of those things? Please, you have to believe me. I never, ever do anything like that. I wish I could believe you, but I can't. Any trust I had in you has been completely destroyed. That's horrible. Why would you say that? You told me back at the jail you said you believed I was innocent.
You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club after all. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Fortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill Knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you, and we will get you out of here. This is just awful. Never thought you lied to me.
We didn't lie. I swear, Simeon,
You said you knew what it was like to be me. I trusted you. It hurts, Kay. It hurts so much.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. This is Simeon we're talking about. He's not a bad person.
I see it now. That's your strategy, isn't it? With everybody. You root out their psychological weaknesses and exploit them. And without even realizing it, they wind up doing exactly what you want them to do. Exactly the behavior one would expect from the arch manipulator behind our recent troubles. was too blind to see it before. But you won't fool me again. Simeon Saint, you are guilty of crimes too numerous to mention. Oh. So that's how you want to play it, huh? You always did have the courage of your convictions, I guess. Luckily, grinding people's self-belief into dust is kind of a hobby of mine.
It's Snow White! Yeah. What's up, Doc?
Well done, all of you. Hell, this is some new side of him we haven't seen before. So much for the trainee animal tamer who wouldn't hurt a fly. I guess that was all an act.
That damn chipmunk is fighting for its life.
I'm glad we're finally getting to meet the real you. Simeon, this can't be true.
Also, pigs can't look up!
Get it? Get it.
They break their neck. They don't break their neck.
Lies.
They just can't look up.
What does it matter? Huh? All you need to know is that Mr. Edgeworth here has made me very mad indeed.
I guess it's not looking up. It's literally on its back legs, standing.
And now, he's going to pay.
Batman versus the Joker.
Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple nights ago, but I was just practicing. I guess somebody took that picture when I flew by the big building. I fly around the area doing promo stuff for the circus all the time. Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all. So you go up in the balloon reasonably often? Yeah, promoting the circus. Like I said, there it goes off right now. Wait a second. Somebody stole the balloon.
That's just Thea. She's just having a joyride.
Is that true, Miss Berry? I feel like somebody's staring at me. Oh.
The tiger just. What's happening?
That tiger is high. Well, it's true that it's Simeon's job to go up in the balloon and spread the word. Guess it just about everybody in the area would have seen him up there by now.
Game's a big middle finger to Nintendo. Yeah. They put Donkey Kong in a jail.
No! Well, that's the plot of Donkey Kong Jr. Well, that same balloon was used in the commission of a crime.
Ah, so they're just promoting.
Yeah. Nonsense! I just happened to be in the area where it happened. Somebody took a picture when I was floating past a big building. That's all. I'll be the judge of whether you just happened to be nearby. Thank you very much.
Wait, you're not a judge.
Gotcha. Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple of nights ago, but I was just practicing. This balloon, do you usually launch it from here at the circus? No. You need to wipe up in space. There's a park over by the Sunshine Coliseum. That's where I usually take off from. I see. And how do you get the balloon to the park and launch it? Not by hand, that's for sure. That thing must weigh a few hundred pounds.
By elephant.
It's kind of impressive they can even get off the ground now that I think about it. I prefer if you didn't change the subject. How do you transport the balloon? Wow, give a guy a break, will you? It's not like I was getting miles off track. Sheesh. We use a truck, okay? You just load it on the back and away you go.
Hey, you're trying to get miles off track.
Hey, I am a clown. A truck, you say? Yeah, last time I took it out would have been 2 days ago.
This truck?
That could be important. I better keep it in mind. Last time I took the balloon out on the truck would have been then, the day before last.
Hold it! This truck?
So to confirm, the truck hasn't been anywhere else since then. Why would you need to confirm that? I just told you, didn't I? Answer the question. Or are you trying to avoid this one too? Oh, that was a cheap shot, even for you. If I say something, you don't need to confirm it. Because I just said it. See how that works? But since you insist, the truck's been parked out back since the day before last. And the balloon was still loaded on the back, basket and all. Now explain to me why that even matters. That's right now. I think I'll just thank you for giving me a straight answer for once and leave it there. So he means to insist that the truck has been parked here since 2 days ago. I think you might have let more slip there than you realized, Mr. Saint.
It's okay, that's only question 1.
Yep.
We've still got 4 more to go.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't count. Are you done? Alright, as I was saying...
4? Damn, it was 3.
Yeah, I guess somebody took that picture when I flew by the big building. So you're saying that you just happened to fly past with somebody with a camera too? Oh, I get it. I'm starting to understand how you think, Miles. Next you'll say something like, "There's no way that was a coincidence," right? It's down the slippery slope to, "There's no such thing as coincidences." How there's a scary thought?
Yeah, that's not what Mr. Edgeworth was saying at all. Why can't you just...
Don't play into his hands, Kay. He's deliberately trying to frustrate us. He's hoping that by needling us, he'll be able to avoid the question. And why do you think he'd be trying to do that?
Because he's a clown? No, because he's got something to hide.
Precisely. So we can't let up. We have to stay on the offensive. You are not a clown, you're the entire circus. But we have to remain calm while doing so.
I'm not a clown.
I'm an
entire circus.
I am not going against the clown, I'm going against the circus.
Gotcha. Hey, Simeon. This highly capable prosecutor's assistant has a question for you. Are you trying to tell us you just happened to fly past the big building?
He's right, you know. I wasn't going to answer. But you're so bad at this, Kay. I guess I better throw you a bone. I fly around the area doing promo stuff for the circus all the time. You poisoned me. You're in charge of both the promotional work and
You sucked in before you swallowed.
the promotional work the balloon is used for and the balloon itself. Is that correct?
That's the wrong time you suck and swallow.
That won't be the last time. You don't believe a word I say, do you? But it's true. Ask the boss. Right, boss?
Yep, Simeon's in charge of keeping it clean and making sure it's all working properly and everything. I don't think anybody ever even touches it except for him. Not lately, anyhow.
Who you call him, boss?
Interesting. I think we can safely say that he was in the balloon that was photographed the other night. But if he's our mastermind, no part of its plan he would have had to carry out today too. Perhaps we need to dig into those a little more. Why the big silence? It's not like this is a tricky step to process. There was a balloon. It was flying around and flying through the sky, like balloons do. End of story. Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all.
What do you push on that? How do you push nothing to see here? Nothing at all.
Is that so? Not only were you flying that night, multiple crimes were committed on that same evening.
You entered restricted airspace!
And you expect me to believe that there's nothing to see, as you put it? Are you trying to provoke me, Miles? It's not very nice, you know, starting fights with people. I'm a clown. All about smiles, not frowns. You're certainly skilled at steering the conversation away from the topic at hand, but that's not going to help him. I just have to stay on the attack. We don't know a whole lot about this balloon just yet. I think we should try and learn a little more about it. What am I doing?
You're gonna push the second statement? The truck.
Ah, this truck!
I got it!
This truck. It wouldn't happen to be blue, by any chance? Huh? So what if it is? We happened to see a blue truck ourselves just today. One with a large basket loaded on the back. If that was the truck you told us about, then your statement about it not having moved in 2 days is a lie.
Didn't find a thing.
I caught Emma killing somebody. How's your lane? Emma.
I found her in the garbage can. Don't know what she was doing in there. She looks shady.
There you are, Mr. Edgeworth. At last. I've been trying to find you ever since we wrapped up the case yesterday. Katie sent me a message saying you were here, so I came right away.
I found what you asked me to go look for. It was loaded onto a truck in the parking lot out back. A blue truck.
Line hot air balloon. Smaller balloon used for promotional purposes. Saint is in charge of it and drives around on it on the back of a truck. Well, well. I think that truck might be the one we saw earlier today. In fact, I'm almost certain of it. What? Just because it's blue? Like a million other trucks? What makes you so sure it's the exact same one?
No, I saw it too. It's the same one for sure. Huh? What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
But that wasn't me. Worthless are the words of a man who can't back up his claims with evidence.
Wow, you sounded just like him.
Show me! I demand proof! I must be able to prove it somehow. It's the same truck. I'm sure of it.
Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
Suzuki.
Yes.
Yes. The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while.
Wait, you could tell just from that?
What can I use to prove it's the same truck?
A fingerprint, Dusty. The luminol. It's got blood on it.
Metal detected!
Metal detected on a truck. Yeah, there's metal here somewhere.
Let me look at that one. Yeah.
It's a truck. It's gonna be metal. It's a cow farm. Could be cows outside.
Yeah. Detective Gumshoe, can we make use of your metal detector for a moment? And in case it's... he's not here, Miss Edgeworth. You told him to carry on looking into the kidnapping, remember? I completely forgot. You want to use a metal detector on the truck? You're a funny guy. Trucks are made of metal, genius. It'd be a miracle if your detector didn't go off. Maybe we need to try something else. So much for a genius prosecutor, huh? I was right. You don't have any proof at all. Luminol testing.
There's gotta be blood on it.
Yeah. Blood's not that interesting. I'd like to have the truck dusted for fingerprints. Huh? Why would you want to do that? Because I expect to find a certain very specific set of prints. And if I do, have it prove beyond all doubt that it's the truck we saw in front of the big building. Whose prints will prove that it was the truck we saw?
Lot of hearts.
Lot of hearts.
It was Miles Edgeworth. Simeon! Simeon's prints will be on that truck!
Yours? You think you're going to find your own prints on there? I do. Because I put my hand on your truck, hot, when I saw it in front of the big building. Let's see if we can find... Let's see what we can find, shall we? Emma, we can lend us your scientific skills one more time?
Minigame! And then we get to do 8 more cross-examinations.
That's why I'm here. One moment, please. Already. Take it away, Mr. Edgeworth. Me? Of course. Who else did you think it was going to do it? Don't worry, it's easy. I'll show you how. Fine. Although I don't see why you can't do it yourself. So just spread the powder over the area you want to search for prints. Like this.
Achoo!
Moving the cursor around and pressing... will allow me to dust the area with powder. This is a tutorial in the final bit of the game. It sticks to fingerprints. So once you found one, make sure to dump plenty on there. And then blow away the excess. Blow it away. Yeah, with your mouth.
Yeah, blow it, man. I mean...
Like that.
Fizzy!
Should we remove any excess powder? Alright, you got all that? Yes, thank you. Now to try for VO.
I'm gonna guess where it is.
Is that such thing as too much powder, by the way? Go crazy!
Bottom right.
No.
See, bottom right.
Okay.
How much more fingerprint do I need?
That's it. That's a nice clean print you got there. Can we compare it to my prints right away? Yep. Leave it to me.
What in the John Wick line? That's a nice jacket. I like that jacket.
That confirms it. It's Mr. Edgeworth's print, all right? And with that, another lie is exposed.
I'm gonna say that to anybody who makes me.
Yeah!
That's a nice jacket. I like that
Yeah.
jacket. So, what were you doing in the truck? And Why is that pig holding up that chipmunk who's holding up that cat?
Oh, just driving around. For fun, you know?
Why is that cat dead on the inside?
Kay was abducted 2 nights ago, and your balloon was sighted nearby. Then today, another abduction, this time involving a truck supposedly used to transport garbage, and your truck was sighted nearby.
Objection.
Coincidence. Nothing more. Who would have believed that you would view the scene of 2 separate abductions simply by chance? Just be honest, you were involved in both. What makes you think they were even connected?
Objection.
I mean,
I said a very important piece of evidence, that's what.
Lincoln's son was at a lot of president assassination attempts.
Oh, this should be good! What connects Kay and Sean's abductions?
The food,
Nope.
the basket,
No!
the drugs,
Take that.
the sweet, sweet drugs.
Kay was drugged with a dose of a powerful sedative. And a bottle of sedative was found right where Sean was being held captive. The very same brand, no less.
It's the same drug that cat is on.
I knew you'd try something like this. So the same sedative was used. So what? Does that mean everything's connected? You know as well as I do, that doesn't prove anything for sure. Must have something. There must be a piece of evidence that could tie him to both crimes. Cops, prosecutors, you, Miles. You're all the same at the end of the day. You force the evidence to fit the crime, or you flat out make it up. Just as long as somebody goes to jail. You're no different from a certain other evidence tamperer we've had the misfortune of meeting.
Objection.
You've never met him. He
No.
died before you got to him.
No, I'm nothing like him.
Objection.
Then show me! Hit me with your killer piece of evidence! You must have one, right? Ugh, it's no use. We don't have anything that can tie him directly to both kidnappings. Okay. You about done there, Miles? No more cheap shots left to fire? Great. We'll have a show to be rehearsing for. So if you don't mind...
Objection.
I don't think people are gonna want to work at that very big circus anymore. There's now 2 very big crimes that have happened here. I think this circus is cursed. Hey, come on now, you 2. No need to get all hot under the collar. Bender, you better come back in other games. Wouldn't want your
Please.
good looks running down your face now, would we? Simeon, old pal.
What are you sticking your nose in for?
Hey, I just sensed the vibe getting a little harsh and heavy, yeah? Thought I'd oughta lighten the mood. How about here? Kay.
Nope, we do that.
Help me out here, Kay. Lift our spirits with a little dose of the old great thief magic. Don't have to tell me twice. Okay, let me see. If I can do Simeon's voice, here goes. Objection!
What are you... take this seriously, will you?
Thought you could do with somebody running a little interference for you, Milester. Not the most ethical approach. I know, but, again, Kay, again!
We can worry about whether or not this is the right thing to do later.
Get him, Kay! Get him!
This is my last chance to try and prove a connection between Mr. Saint and his crimes.
He's giving you a breather so you can actually think instead
Yeah.
of getting frustrated.
Let's forget the kidnappings for now. Is there anything else that suggests that he is our mastermind?
The bells!
Of course. Canis was looking for our secret string puller too. The young pup, as he called him. If I could prove that Mr. Saint was that same young pup, then perhaps...
Birds.
But what evidence do I have that might point to him being involved behind the scenes?
That's it. Alright. I've got a couple ways of thinking of this.
Mm-hmm.
He was the messenger in prison. That's my first thing. I was stuck between the chess set and that piece.
Take that.
Because he was the messenger.
I think you and I were both communicating with this person, Mr. Canis. That same person. might fail be a secret stream portal. That's right. A mastermind was involved in Canis and Knight's correspondence trust exchanges.
That's how he delivered it. Gee, that quick.
Wait, Canis is here!
Why is he driving? Yes, Helmut. Tell me.
Directions.
Right or left?
If I could prove that Mr. Sane was the hidden intermediary between the two of them... Alright, that's enough. This is getting painful. You don't have anything, and I have to practice for the show. So if you don't mind... Thank you, Mr. Fender. I can take it from here. And I can't take any more of your... interventions.
Also, if I had Canis's voice, I wouldn't have given him a low voice. He probably would have been given, like, Dracula's voice.
Yeah, but... Here, nah. I'd like, no.
It's a good, goofy voice.
Nope.
The man looks like a fucking vampire. Ooh, just look at that face. Yeah, I like it, Miles Areno. Back in the game for sure. I'm Simeon, the funny clown. Look at me. I'm, juggling.
Okay, you can stop now. Mr. Saint, you're a fan of chess, I take it. Huh? Where did that come from? Chess? Sure, I don't hate it.
Hey, he is a fan of juggling.
Yeah. Oh. Our secret stream puller was playing correspondence chess with Mr. Canis. I thought Bronco was the one playing chess with Canis. You're saying he was your so-called mastermind? No, it wasn't him. Whoever it was went on manipulating events even after Knight's death. Take a look at this letter, if you would. Who do you think could have written it? I believe he was the person who had inserted themselves between Mr. Canis and Knight. And you think that person was me? Why would I go to all that trouble? That's crazy! To make it appear that the two men were connected and communicating directly with one another. The very fact that led Fifi Lagarde to murder him.
What? You're saying he set that up to try and get Mr. Knight killed?
Listen to yourself! Who do you think I am? Some kind of evil puppet master?
Thank you.
Thank you, my royal puppets. You've seen me. I can barely get the animals to do what I want.
Excuse me?
If we could find one of the letters he passed between Knight and Canis, that would prove the connection beyond a doubt. I'd like to have your room searched. I believe you might find... Letters? You won't. Trust me. What? Once I'm done with something, I put it straight in the trash. Guess I'm not the sentimental type. Why get hung up on the past, right? Also dispose of any incriminating items in order to cover his tracks. Guess you went in without the evidence you needed once again, huh? That's a bad habit, you know? So this doesn't prove anything either. We've fallen short yet again. What do we do now? Are we out of options? You accuse me of betraying my friend, and you don't even have any proof! You're despicable! Who was that?
Oh, hi.
Miss Perry. What does she want?
Sorry, it's just... I was thinking about what you were saying, and... this night person... You mean Bronco, right? Simeon's friend?
Yes, what of it? She knew something.
The letter came from him this morning for Simeon.
What? What did you... How is that possible? Knight is dead. Miss Perry, we need to see this letter right away.
Sure, here you go.
Let's open it up, shall we?
He had his own seal. It's another correspondence chest letter. P on the G6. Can anybody else spell checkmate? Can't wait to see your face when you lose. But you're never gonna beat me, not at chess.
The next move from game with Mr. Canis.
Oh.
Can anybody else smell checkmate? Can't wait to see your face when you lose. But you were never going to beat me. Not at chess.
It's postmarked the 26th of March.
The day? Since he's talking to somebody who's second father figure.
Huh? The day before Knight died. I guess I must have gone and held up en route.
Well, they do move around a lot. It's part of being a traveling circus. Our mail arrives late all the time.
Interesting that it's addressed directly to you, Mrs. Saint.
A ghost is choking him.
This is it, isn't it? The proof we needed that you were the one facilitating Mr. Canis and Knight's games. One of the letters you would have transcribed into Braille, in order to create the illusion that they were somehow connected. Curse you, Bucko! You're still getting in my way even now! I hate you! I hate you!
Simeon, how could you? Mr. Knight was your only friend.
We weren't friends!
That pig hopped up like, what?
I stopped thinking he was my friend 18 years ago. Right around the time of the IS-7 incident, in other words. I nearly froze to death because of him. I was just about to head out and meet my dad at the contest. But then Bronco showed up. He pinned me down. He tied me up. He was crying the whole time, whining on and on. I'm sorry, but my dad says I have to do this. If I don't do what he says, he's so scary.
We had it reversed.
Stop it, Pumpkin! Stop it! I'm gonna be my dad, I promise! If I'm not there to taste this candy for him, he'll be so upset! He needs me. If I don't go, he won't be able to show everybody he's the best in the world! But no. He locked me in that car with him. The two of us nearly died. He thought he could get out, but when he tried the door, it was frozen shut. We were trapped. And that's how I lost my dad.
You lost your dad?
Yeah. His dad killed mine. He was the son of a murderer. What does he mean? This doesn't match up with what we know at all.
Simeon, the victim in the IS-7 incident was a guy named Artie Frost.
Yeah. That was my dad's name. That memories got kind of scrambled that day. What little I remembered was pretty mixed up. So I didn't find out until later. That my dad was murdered. The murderer was a man named Conrad Augusto, a confectioner. Really? I never knew Bronco's father's name. Maybe I chose not to remember. Ugh. Think about the sicko that killed my dad turns my stomach. Mr. Saint, are you sure you didn't know the name of the murderer until just now?
Saint, I think you got it backwards. I think you're the son of the murderer.
Do you think I'd sit on it if I did? No, I'd have reported him to the police straight away. All I knew was that Bronco's dad tricked my dad. And that's how I knew my dad was the one who was killed that day. Bronco was a traitor. He helped his father murder mine. He was the son of a cold-blooded killer. He deserved to die! I'm sorry, Mrs. Saint. But you've made a mistake. A big one. Mistake? What do you mean? Artie Frost was a sculptor. He'd been working in France not so long before the murder, under the name Paul Halik. So I hear, but I don't remember anything about that. I wish I could. Well, I'm afraid it's only natural that you don't. Because he wasn't your father. Huh? Is this your idea of a joke? Well, it's not funny. Not at all. You're right. It's not. What? You need to know the uncomfortable truth. This piece of evidence proves that you're not Artie Frost's son.
The ring?
Take that!
The chess set! The big shoes!
Parker's chess set? The ring? Yes. Take a look at the ring for me, if you would. What does the engraving on it tell you? Steel letters, right? It is. It's a seal with which Paul Halik used to mark his works, and it was found next to Artie Frost's body 18 years ago. But why would Bronco have a memento of my father? The police looked for Frost's son for a long time, and eventually, they found him. The ring was handed over to the man they were able to prove was his child, Bronco Knight. But that's not... That would mean I was... Precisely. Now you are in fact the son of Carmelo Gusto. No. That can't be. My dad was... I remember. Don't I?
My boy.
Bronco tied me up and locked me in that car.
I miss you.
It was his fault I lost my dad. He deserved to die. Didn't he?
No way. So I get to see your circus thing even though I'm in jail? Huh. I was looking forward to the next move in our little chess game, so the show was just the icing on top.
Yeah. I think you'll enjoy it.
I will. And hey, come back soon, okay? I'll be mulling over my next move in the meantime.
Oh. Speaking of which,
Chess piece here.
I put a little something in your chess set. But you can take a look at it later.
A little something? No idea what that might be, but thanks.
Yeah, it entertained me 18 years ago. Well, not to end like this.
Did you say something?
Me? It was nothing. Goodbye, Bronco. And farewell. I did all that. And now you're telling me it was my father who killed Broncos? And what was all this for? I didn't want to wind up dead too. I didn't want to be weak and vulnerable. That's why I tried to be like Canis. That's why I stayed in touch with him all these years. And there we have it. The truth at last. Mr. Saint, you were Mr. Canis' correspondence chess partner. And you were the one manipulating events this whole time. You're right! It was me! It was me all along! Lost. He's finally telling the truth. I was the one who witnessed the murder 12 years ago. But you knew that already. The president's assassination. Just as we thought. Which means he's the one who drew this picture. And they knew it too. That's why the guard kept questioning me. Day in and day out. It got so I couldn't face what I knew the next day would bring. I was a nervous wreck. Who could blame me for wanting to get out of there? But I imagine it wasn't as easy as simply running away. Winter would have sent his men after you. No matter where I went, they were on me. They never stopped coming, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't sleep at night. If the smallest noise had me chasing shadows, it drove me crazy. So I joined the circus. At least that way, moving from place to place was part of the job. My whole life, I've been up against the chief prosecutor and the warden of a prison. No regular person could hope to stand up to people like that. By the time I was a child, I had nobody. But they weren't even the worst of it. The body double was behind it all, controlling everything. He may have been a fake, but he was the president of an entire country. What hope did I have? There was only one person I could turn to. Canis. The man who saved my life. He wasn't like Bronco. He really did want to help me. That's quite a claim. Strange to think that our famously ruthless assassin winning the admiration of a child he saved. He showed me how to stop being a victim. To stop being haunted. And become a hunter myself. And then they all became my prey. But I doubt even you imagined that the body double would go so far as to co-opt our country's police. No. I sure didn't. And as long as Widow was around, no evidence was ever going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. Lagarde almost got away with it again. But I know him now like the back of my hand. I could see exactly how it was going to all go down. So he saw right through their plan. Our charming winner would try to suppress the evidence and warn the guard's trial. I see. And that's why you kidnapped Sean, correct? You wanted to force a guilty verdict regardless of the presence of evidence or rule of law.
Objection.
Maybe I did. But how else was I going to make them pay for what happened 12 years ago? Whatever helps you sleep at night. But Winner pulled one last surprise, didn't he? I never saw it coming. He tried to kidnap Sean himself in the hope of influencing the verdict. In other words, you chose the exact same course of action as the man you so fervently claimed to hate.
Objection.
That's only if I actually kidnapped anyone at all. But I never do anything so wicked. Never ever. Me? Commit a crime? No. And besides, I don't hate the three of them. If anything, I'm grateful. If they had done what they did, my revenge wouldn't have been nearly as fun.
Objection.
So you admit it. Your motive in all this was nothing more than revenge. Sure, I admit it. So what? I despised every single one of them. But here's the kicker. I didn't kill anybody. The most you can blame me for is writing the odd letter here and there. A quick note to Renu to tell her about Winner. Another to him so he knew about her. But the fact that they wanted to kill each other, and one of them succeeded, that was all on them.
So you take no responsibility for the fact that your actions resulted in multiple murders.
Right? Same thing at Gourd Lake. People are much easier to control than animals, you know. The whole fake assassination plot, I handed that to Bronco on the plate. That was part of his plan too. So Rook's murder was... No, that was all Bronco's idea. Nothing to do with me at all. Still, it moved things in the right direction, wouldn't you say? Isn't fate a crazy thing?
Can't talk like that about murder.
Setting the guard up was easy too. I just made it seem like Knight and Canis were in contact with one another. It slipped, the chisel inside the chest set. So it was you who put it there! Yes, it was! I thought that might point everybody nicely in Canis' direction. Worked out pretty well, even if I do say so myself. Who knew that? Oh, that would be all it took to make that awful woman murder poor Bronco. I guess she got to where she saw enemies everywhere she looked. I know the feeling. Even the smallest thing could send your paranoia into overdrive. Then, things get ugly quickly. I had a front row seat for the whole show. You were the last piece to put into play, of course. Hey, you solved both cases, and finally brought down Winner and the guard. I guess you could say your powers of detection were the weapon that put it into them both.
Objection.
I didn't solve those cases for your sake. Sure, you didn't know you were doing me a favor. You were just playing at being an attorney for a little while, right? What did you say? All I had to do was cower and say no a few times. And you rode to my rescue like the hero you are. Was getting arrested part of your plan too? No, that wasn't something I expected, I have to admit. I never thought they'd take the chisel for the murder weapon. But that was a real plot twist. Made my blood run cold for sure. But then, who should come through with the turnabout to end all turnabouts? The greatest legal mind of his generation, my knight in shiny armor. I bet it felt pretty good saving me like that, huh? You ought to thank me, you know? I don't do that for many people.
Ah, so this case is called Turnabout.
Well, turnabout for the ages, so it's the turnabout of all turnabouts.
You're wrong. He wasn't playing at being an attorney. He was trying to help you, because helping people is what Mr. Edgeworth does. He helped me right when I needed it most.
Hey. Aw, did he? You sure he wasn't just trying on his dear departed daddy's shoes for size?
No, that's not what he was doing. Come on, K-Meister. Don't let this clown get you down. He's projecting, plain and simple, painting other folks with his own grubby brush. It's not just that he doesn't trust other people. Poor kid doesn't even understand the concept. Doing something for somebody else's sake. Forget about it. I'll never understand.
You think I care what you have to say about me? Consider this for a second. I've gotten my revenge on everybody I set out to get it from. And yet,
Take 2 of 8.
you can't prove I incited anything. Think about it. I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain it to me. You think you can pin an incitement charge on me? Read my letters. I don't mention murder anywhere. If I did, maybe you'd have a case. Maybe you could say I encouraged them. But it's the same story as always, I'm afraid. You can't prove I did anything at all.
Is that true? You kidnapped me.
Sorry, but did I miss the part where you proved that? All I ever admitted to was sending letters.
You...
Letters which didn't threaten, coerce, or encourage anybody to do anything. I just passed on what you might call pertinent information. Good. He's a slippery one, I'll give him that.
There's gotta be something we can do. What about this? Excitement stuff he's talking about.
Incitement, K. He means to encourage or direct another person to commit a crime. In the eyes of the law, it's seen as equivalent to committing the crime itself.
So then we just need to prove that he told them to do it.
You say that like it's going to be easy. Guess maybe you're not so big on due process after all. You think you can make me carry the can for murders I had nothing to do with? Think again. I don't even have to talk to you if I don't want to. Why am I still talking to you?
I can think of one reason. The tent is surrounded. There's nowhere left to run.
Really? You don't think I planned my escape too? What if... Just a plucking idea out of nowhere. I trained all of these vicious wild beasts to attack on command, for example. All I have to do is say the word. And sidle off stage into chaos.
What? You wouldn't?
I'm just spitballing. But you have to pay to see that, wouldn't you? But you'd pay to see that, wouldn't you? I could just easily take Sean hostage with the gun I may or may not have in my pocket. Yeah. You know what? That would make for a killer show.
You'll do no such thing.
It's hard to know what links he might actually be prepared to go to. But knowing what we know about him already, we'll have to be prepared for the worst. Fine. I'll humor you. But once the curtain goes up on this little performance, it better be a lively one. Follow me, and we're done here. Alright? Let's see if you can keep me entertained, shall we? He's not going to give me an inch. But there must be something we can do. We can't let his crimes go unpunished.
Double checking that he can push any of the conversation without ruining it.
Yeah, I'm pushing. I'm checking to see if I can push something.
No, you can't push that statement. Or that one. Stop looking at pushing that one. Okay, that one you can push. Do you think when Spider-Man was bitten by the spider, it also made his penis bigger? Food for thought.
What? Think about it. I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain to me. You encourage others to commit murder, and those murders were duly committed. And if I could prove it, you would be punished just as if you'd done the deed yourself.
Yeah. What was the word for it again? I forgot it.
Incitement, okay? Family winner, Warden the God, and drunken knight. All were criminals in their own right, and all committed unforgivable acts. But all were induced to commit those acts by somebody behind the scenes. This man right here. Oh ho ho ho! Oh ho 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 ho! You really don't hold back, do you, Miles? But it doesn't change anything. You think you can pen an incitement charge on me? Leave my letters. I don't mention murder anywhere.
Alright, I mentioned murder. Right
Never at all. What? You didn't look? I could give you a minute if you like. He's clearly confident that I won't find anything. He must have planned those letters down to the last word. Look, I don't want to teach you how to do your job. But if you can't prove I encouraged them to commit those murders, your incitement charge goes up in smoke. Too bad, so sad, huh, Miles? If I did, maybe you have a case. Maybe you could say I encouraged them. I know for a fact that you made those murders happen. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Rainer. What? You told me yourself.
Objection.
Did I? And you can prove it? If you can't, this ends here. Just ask yourself, could the sweet innocent boy have done the things you're saying? No, 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 no. I hate to admit it, but he's right. Without proof, we have nowhere to go with this. If we could only prove what he said on that phone call. But it's the same story as always. I'm afraid you can't prove it. Can't prove anything. Can't prove I did it at all. The same story as always. What do you mean by that? Why does that matter? That's not important here. You know what is important though? That you can prove nothing. Nothing! Until we have some way of showing that he's guilty, we just have to continue floundering. Either I thrust items of evidence in front of him and hope he for the best, or I go over it all one more time. Whichever method I choose, proof is the only way we're going to get anywhere here. He confessed to me over the telephone. He told me he was the one who made Chairman Winner kill Rosie Rainer. I just need to find a piece of evidence that proves what was said on that call.
We're talking about the... Well, no, the bug's not gonna prove it. Just gonna prove that we got bugged.
But you're onto something.
Again, it was just gonna prove we were bugged.
Mm-hmm.
Next, one more. No, the other.
Oh, this way?
Nope, nope. You're right where I wanted you.
Oh, okay. Tape.
Signals. Up. Recording of signals that were intercepted from the bug that was planted in case. I would assume that one.
My wires are tangled.
I'm afraid you're wrong. I approve you meant for at least one murder to happen, because you said so yourself. Yeah. There's something I need to tell you, right? The truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Rainer. What? I said that? Weird. I don't remember. I know you think you can worm your way out of everything, but this time you're wrong. I am? Yes, because our conversation was being recorded by somebody intercepting the signal from the very listening device you planted. What?
You got your conversation with the clown here on tape? That's what you're trying to tell us?
No.
Leiji says, put those rabbits down! You'll hurt him. A schemer schemes will swallow him in the end.
Miss Lloyd, could you play us the tape, please?
You bet I can. Got it. It was this part right here. Mr. Edgeworth, that's Judge Cavill's cell phone.
Who is this? You're the one who abducted Kay.
I can't hear Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. The fuck is a speakerphone? It was right around here.
The phone doesn't have speakerphone.
I was just surprised.
Huh? That's weird.
Something wrong, Miss Lloyd?
I'll say. Seems we maybe, didn't quite catch that next part on the tape.
What?
Why? How could it not be on there?
Oh, poor babies. You think I'd leave myself wide open like that? Well, think again. There's something a little special about that bug, you see? It can be turned on and off remotely.
What? I never knew they make those. Remote control bugs? Sure they exist, but you switched it off to avoid being recorded.
Bingo!
Objection!
Thanks for your admission of guilt.
But how? You would have to have known you were being recorded in the first place.
Objection!
And I did! Of course I did! It was so obvious that someone was eavesdropping, and that's because Miss Lloyd wasn't. You knew about the prosecutor's kidnapping without any prompting.
Oh. You heard that whole conversation.
I did indeed, old pal! But I must say, I thought you would have figured it all out much sooner. Weren't you supposed to be a genius, prosecutor? Now, where were we again? Oh yeah, at the pub where if you couldn't prove incitement, it was game over. Ah, well.
Shucks. So my tape ain't gonna be of no use to nobody after all. Come on, I must have recorded something you can use.
If only that were true.
Hey, K-Meister. Yeah? The old buggeroo. It was hidden in your pen that whole time, right? That shake anything loose from the old brain tree? I don't know. Give me a sec to think.
You're the only one who's been directly in contact with them before.
Objection!
So sad. The line of flawed evidence. Desperately trying to make it stick. Well, that's quite enough of that for now. Next topic, please.
Huh? He's trying to steal us away from our current line of inquiry. You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before. I had a one-to-one encounter with him only recently. What if the sound from that point in time had been recorded? Miss Lloyd, how long were you recording the intercepts from the bug for?
Started about, let's see now, 2 nights back.
In which case, during which time frame would we be likely to find Mr. Saint's voice on that tape?
2 nights ago.
Mr. Saint of Nectar K took her up to the roof of the big building 2 nights ago. What if there was a recording from around that time? Miss Lloyd, quickly, play us the tape you have from the night before last.
Huh? Oh, sure thing. That's the sound of the balloon.
Indeed it is. Around that time, I imagine Mr. Saint would have been transporting you in it. Which means he can't have been too far away from you. Or the bug. Is there anything else on the recording, I wonder?
Ah! Wait, that noise! That was a gunshot. Call the cops!
Bliss. It's my line. You took the bug off then too, it seems. Luckily for you, you were a little late in doing so. There's no escaping it now. That gunshot ties you directly to the case. Huh? What are you talking about? Nobody ever mentioned a gun? Nobody ever even mentioned a gun. What's wrong? Somebody involved with this case discharged a firearm. I just need to remember who it was and present a piece of evidence that proves it. Which piece of evidence shows that a gun was used in an incident related to this case?
Next page. Next page. Next page. Next page. Next page.
I can't!
Okay. I gotta go one by one. I will.
Don't care.
Let's just footage. It's just footage.
Yeah.
Crushed.
Crushed right here.
Oh, he had gunpowder residue on his hand.
Take that!
That's right. I didn't have to read anything. Just had to click on that and have me think about what happened to his body.
It's written right here in the president's autopsy report. Traces of gunshot residue were detected on his hand.
You shot my fucking bullet.
He vandalized me, so I had to kill him.
So I pushed him off the building.
And where was Kay when the gunshot was recorded? That's right. She was in the balloon, being taken by you to the top of the big building. However, the roof wasn't as deserted as you needed it to be.
Yes, I was there with the president. Wait, not long after we started talking, he noticed something and told me to leave.
Get out of here! There's balloons attacking me!
Take cover! Gaville! Gaville, run!
There's a lion after us! Mommy, is that giant head going to eat us? Yes, son! Yes, it will!
It's just the president being like, take this, you monster! Back, demon!
And if a gunshot rang out shortly after that? Don't tell me you didn't even hear it yourself, Mr. Saint. That one sounds crystal clear in this recording.
That's the face of somebody who had a gunshot at him.
You're just going to pretend to ignore me. What do you expect me to do when you keep spouting your weird theories?
We didn't just hear a gunshot on the tape. You listen carefully. You can hear that a bullet hit something too.
I am the Terminator. Could the president have been aiming for Mr. Saint? What would the bullet have struck?
It's the hot air balloon.
Take that!
I think the president was firing at the balloon. And if he was, what we heard at that tape could have been the bullet hitting the basket.
What is your dog's name?
Helmet?
I can't wait to see Helmet. How is he doing, Mom?
Ooh.
Helmet was dead long ago.
No.
He's no longer safe to bullet. Let's take a look and see, shall we? There's a super long rope curled up in the bottom of the basket.
Look it over. Are there signs of it having been struck by a bolt?
On it! Hey, Mr. Black Suit! Take the other end, will you?
Yes, ma'am. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nope. Looks clean.
Nothing here either. Huh. Guess this wasn't what it hit.
Let's move on and find out what it did. Oh! A hole!
You shot me! With a bullet stuck in it. Oh. Did you know that rifling?
We get to go to it! There's a bullet hole on the bottom of the basket at the bottom of the sea. I'd say that I call that pretty conclusive proof.
What are you talking about? Every fucking game there's a rifling instance.
I'm so sweaty, I gotta put it on deodorant again. My second lathering. Light hot air balloon. Smaller balloon used for promotional purposes. Saint is in charge of it and drives around it on the back of a truck and also got shot by a bullet.
My phone!
Yeah. Well, Mr. Saint, how do you explain not just the sound of on the tape, but the accompanying bullet hole? You see everything, don't you? Pretty impressive, I have to admit.
Also, who picked up the basket case so they could look at the bottom of it? Gumshoe's not there right now.
No, Gumshoe is not
he's
there.
Not. Because the metal detector question said he's doing something else.
Yeah.
And he normally has Gumshoe, as it's clearly stated, hold it in front of him so he could look at it. Who picked up that basket? Was
Fender will be the next, I guess. I doubt there's anything I could hide from you if you really wanted to find it.
There's the poor man in black.
Yep.
Pick it up. Yeah. Just shut up and confess, will you?
Alright. No need to get cranky. What really happened? This is what really happened. I'll admit I flew the balloon up to the roof. But when I arrived...
And I'll admit the president shot at me.
And I admit, yes, Judge Ville and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. Only the president noticed me. And he made the good judge leave right away. Get out of here.
Die, you monster!
Die! Then he pointed his gun and fired at me. It fired.
But why was he trying to shoot down the balloon?
Oh, that's simple enough. When I arrived, he was just about to murder your friend, the judge here.
Me?
Yeah, you! You told him about Sean! What do you think would happen? What do you think he meant with you in the first place? He thought you were going to expose him as an imposter.
Because she knew the truth about Sean's parentage. He was afraid.
Afraid? Yeah. You could say that.
Yeah.
The man was a total coward. His hands were shaking so much when he tried to get rid of me, he couldn't even shoot straight. So you see, I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was an innocent bystander.
I'll admit I flew the balloon up to the roof, but when I arrived... Around what time would I have been?
Just after 11, I think. That's when you and your pal went up to the roof, right, Your Honor?
Yes, it was.
No contradictions there, but the fact that we've confirmed the time is important nonetheless.
Because I arrived when I did.
Judge Gaville and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. So you didn't expect to find the two of them there?
Of course not! Why would I? But it's lucky I got there when I did. We all know what would have happened if I'd been any later. He was just about to try and kill you, Gaville. You really didn't suspect a thing.
I'm afraid I did not. I had no idea.
Maybe you shouldn't have blabbed to him about the kid. Did you ever think of that?
I was merely trying to...
What kind of a mother are you? You're lucky he didn't kill you and then go after the boy.
I was waiting for that.
I'm your opponent here, not Judge Gaville. Now you leave her alone and tell us what we need to know. Don't worry, Your Honor. I'll take it from here.
Don't worry, I'll be the judge on his case. They can't use anything to affect me. My brain doesn't work well.
You!
I am in your debt, Mr. Edgeworth. This is Sean. I trust that you will look after us both. And I pray that the goddess of justice will watch over us all.
Your precious goddess didn't even warn you there was a balloon right up behind you.
Only the president noticed me and he made the good judge leave right away.
Get out of here!
He made her leave. But why? Wasn't he planning to kill her?
Sure, but I bet he didn't want to do it in front of witnesses. Murderers don't tend to like that. She still didn't know he was the real president, right? His secrets were safe for the time being. And now that he knew about Sean, he could kill both of them whenever he wanted. You two got lucky when he died, huh? Why the frowns? I'd be smiling from ear to ear if I were you.
I don't think anybody would be smiling until this matter has been cleared once and for all. So please, continue, if you would.
Your wish is my command. Where were we? Oh yeah, that coward of a fake president. I guess a witness suddenly appearing in the sky must have shaken him up pretty badly, and he panicked. Then he pointed his gun right at me and fired.
Hold it! You're lucky that the bullet only struck the bottom of the basket.
Yeah, I tried to get out of it the second he pulled out that gun. Couldn't have my balloon going pop.
He's trying to steal the moon!
But it was a close run thing.
That's my moon!
So you left right then and there?
Of course I did! He was shooting at me! Are you saying there's a problem with that?
Does that present a problem?
There's a problem.
In the end, you managed to leave Kay there up on that rooftop, which means you didn't actually leave the vicinity, did you?
Oh yeah. Guess I forgot to tell you the next part. After he shot at me, he skipped through the hatch up to the 51st floor. I hung around a little longer to make sure the coast was clear, then I landed up on the roof.
Would you mind appending that statement to your testimony?
Makes no difference to me. After he shot at me, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor.
Hold it! The hatch that leads to the storeroom where the items from the underground auction were being kept.
The auction? My memories are still a bit fuzzy, but the auction was 2 days ago, right?
Indeed. The auction was being held on the 50th floor that day. And a bunch of people, you...
Aye! Hey look, it's the president.
Hey!
Yes, I vote! Mine! A bunch of people were going in and out of the storeroom while it was happening, yes?
They were. Which means that if the president really did escape that way, as Mr. Saint says, somebody must have seen him. There's no way he could have passed through there unnoticed. The problem is the time at which each event occurred.
But should the times line up, I can think of a certain piece of evidence that could prove helpful to our case. So his story is that he just happened to witness the events on the roof from the balloon.
If Simeon hadn't come along when he did...
Chescaril might have been in serious trouble.
So he's basically her savior, right?
I don't think it's quite that simple. After all, he was there to commit a crime too. But in order to expose that crime, we'll need to go over his testimony in detail. There must be a hole in it somewhere. Alright, what am I doing?
It's gonna be the appended statement.
After he shot at me, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor.
And then we're gonna, we're gonna look down there. We're gonna go to that camera right there. We're gonna look at that camera. We go, oh my god.
Ah, good God, good God.
Okay, back it up. No. 50 was in the 51st floor room the night before last, but didn't see the president pass through. That's odd. That's a bit odd. That's strange.
The I-7 incident case file. But that's fucking strange. You're lying to us again.
Sharon, that's a bit odd. Sharon.
I am? The president never entered the storeroom the night before last. Miss Holtz testified to that fact. What? And you believe the word of a two-bit hack of a mine? I beg your gosh darn pardon?
Say that about my chief again. I dare. Say it. Say it. I'll wipe that smile right off your stupid clown face. Why I oughta. So we know Hart was camped out on the 51st floor that entire evening. But if our fake president didn't escape through there, then how the heck did he get off that roof?
An excellent question, and one that I hope to provide the answer to next. We know that he didn't leave via the elevator, so neither that nor the hatch are possibilities.
There's only one.
Which leaves only one possible way of escaping that rooftop.
He jumped!
How did the president leave? He had a wingsuit! How did the president leave the rooftop if he wasn't via the elevator or the hatch?
The hot air balloon. Take that! I wonder if that means that the president was drugged, brought down to the shooting area, the lot, and when the video picked him up in the background, that was him waking up from being drugged.
Then how did he die later?
I mean, there's still that fire that happened.
Okay.
We'll get there eventually.
He flew. He flies now.
Oh my god! He flew?
Yes, and Mr. Saint's balloon!
He flies?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Quit fooling around, will you? Why in the world would I give that guy a lift in my balloon? There was a security camera on the elevator, and Miss Hart was on the 51st floor the whole time. There's no other way he could have left that rooftop. You know what the circus is all about? Making the audience think you're in danger, giving them a thrill. But it's time to bring this act to an end. I'm not in danger here, even if you think I am. What do you mean? Watch and learn. Miss Hart, can I ask you something? You were keeping guard on the 51st floor the whole time, right? Never even blinking for a moment? You bet your big toe I was! I done said as much in my testimony. Huh. So the noise, the sound of Miles' faithful assistant falling through the hatch, that didn't scare you so badly that you fainted? So maybe I ought to have mentioned this before, but I fell asleep for a few winks after that. Well, I passed out. Unconscious, you might say. What? What happened? That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. It was the sound of Kate crash landing onto the stormy floor. Well, so what if I did? And a girl in the world that don't get caught a little unaware sometimes? Sorry, Miles, but that's what you get for putting your faith in these people. It doesn't matter. Kate had to fallen down the hatch until the president left the room. Are you sure about that? Allow me to offer a little counter theory. The coward, fake president fired his gun at me. Then he hid in the shadows until after your friend fell down the hatch.
So what if he did? What would that mean?
Come now, surely even you could see what I'm insinuating here. It's elementary. The president hid until Miss Hart fainted. He could have passed right through the 51st floor undetected. Oh. And there we have it. Your little theory about the secret storeroom falls apart. You have to do that in my own voice. Oh, that's right. And another thing. I might have let Sean's identity slip to our pal, the president, while he was hiding in the shadows. That's why he went to the set and tried to murder him the next day, only to wind up being killed himself. That's right. It was Sean who murdered the body double. What possible reason could the boy have for doing so? Oh, a pretty good one. He already knew he was the president's son. And how did he discover that exactly? Because I told him in one of my trademark letters. What?
He's lying.
Oh, you bet I am!
Huh?
Or am I? Maybe I did tell him. Maybe I didn't. Well, Shawnee boy, which is it?
It was my fault the Tyrannosaurus head fell off the roof. That roof. I admitted that much already. But I didn't find out about my dad until today, I swear!
Huh. Well. I knew about the fallen head thanks to the bug. But I knew it was you who made it fall. And the president died from being crushed, was it? Alright, well that's confirmed at least. You were the murderer. Congrats on getting your revenge. That ties everything up pretty neatly, wouldn't you say? Although I guess you say something more like, and now, so the pieces fall into place at last. Well, counter my unassailable logic if you can.
Number 7.
You know my MO by now, right? I'm a hands-off kind of guy. I just like to pull a few strings here and there. That was the case for Bronco, the chairman with chairman winner. So what makes you think I let that fake president set foot on my balloon? Besides, I thought he was crushed to death by that model monster head. And who said old Tyrannosaurus is not gonna fall in,
Haha! You crushed the president with the balloon.
It all makes perfect sense. That's how an imposter wound up dead. No doubt about it. And what was the motive behind the murder? The little truth I shared, just like I said.
He hid in the shadows because he was underneath the hot air balloon as you were unloading Kay.
And what do we do under the shadows?
Die?
I guess. Get it? The truth. The thing you're so fond of. That's what caused the murder here. Not me.
Edgeworth is there just like, he was in the shadows! Under your air balloon!
Impossible. Well, is there a detective in the house? Somebody! Arrest that boy! Can't help noticing nobody rushing to slap on the handcuffs? What's the matter?
Curse you.
Just as I thought. Admit it. You're all the same. You, winner, that idiot voting president. You want the real culprit to go free so you can railroad me into a jail cell, don't you? That's the justice you all claim to love so much. You only love it when you can twist it to suit your needs.
That's not true.
Ha! But if you're not going to make the move, guess I'll have to step outside and speak to an officer myself. Once I tell them the kid here's a murderer, maybe then they'll finally do something. We're not done with your testimony yet, Mr. Saint. How did I know you were gonna make some excuse for stalling even longer? But you still don't have any proof, do you? Or any chance of winning this? Tell me I'm wrong. And yet you still want to prolong the agony? Well, as long as you know what you're doing, I'm gonna fuck you up! He's not holding back. What? Did you forget that little Shawnee's life is on the line too?
Hey, Miles Areno. Take a deep breath for me, would ya?
Why would I do that, Fender?
Because it's times like these you need to kick back, take stock, Be grateful for what you have. The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Remember? The way in which the president made his escape is what you and Laughing Boy can't agree on. So how about this for a little thought experiment? What if it's not about whether the big guy in the purple jacket got on the balloon or not, but rather under what conditions would Simeon have been cool with letting him get on board?
Turn about and thinking.
No, that's another case. Forgive the interruption. Just my 2 cents worth, or, your old man's, I guess I should say. Maybe Gregory's techniques can still prove useful in this crazy modern era.
That's right. Under what circumstances could the body double have been allowed on the balloon? He was a physically imposing man. And what's more, he was carrying a gun. Could he have been charged? No. There were no traces of sedatives found during his autopsy. In which case... surely not. Are you about ready to continue, Miles? And don't forget, this is what we're playing for. This is going to be tricky, but I have to tear his testimony down. One statement at a time. You know my MO by now, right? I'm a hands-off kind of guy. I just like to pull a few strings here and there.
Hold it! No strings. My strings.
The strings in question being those of Sean and the president's body double in this case. You seem pretty confident of your abilities in that particular arena. Is that so weird? I'm an animal tamer, remember? And what's the wildest animal of them all? That's right. Humans.
The animals pop up. Yeah, humans!
Didn't take much to get those two dancing to my tune. A little truth here, a little hint of revenge here. Somebody ought to thank me. I did this world a favor.
Mr. Edgeworth? He's scaring me. He's scaring me.
Don't let him get under your skin, Kay. You have to stay strong. This man sowed the seeds of another's revenge in order to achieve his own. It's our duty to stop him, and we will succeed in that duty. Why do people do bad things, huh? Do they realize it'll just come back to bite them in the end? That was the case with Bronco with Chairman Winner.
Hold it!
And so you insist that you had no direct involvement in any of what occurred. What can I say? I don't like to get my hands dirty. Sure do love to watch the action unfold, though. All those idiots desperately trying to kill one another. And they don't even know I lit the fuse. I love it.
You haven't changed. All you did 12 years ago was watch too.
You're talking about the whole SS5 thing? Oh, stop it. Your poor papa. Scrabbling around for answers and finding nothing. Shucks. What do they call that again? Oh yeah, rank incompetence.
How dare you!
How's your line? Please.
You don't know the half of it, you damned clown!
Your father may not have cleared up the case, not publicly anyway, but it was thanks to his work that we're standing here right now. Sorry to butt in, Miles, but your little pep talk isn't going to magically solve the case. Now, I know you have your theories. So what makes you think I lit that fake president and set foot on my balloon? But it's the only way he could have gone down from the roof of that building. Alright, let's game this one out, shall we? Suppose I took him down to the ground like you said. What's wrong with doing that?
Objection!
So you admit it. You did take him on your balloon.
Objection!
You're really obsessing over this one little detail. This isn't like you, Miles. And how do you think it all went down? He held me at gunpoint and said, "Show me the city at night." That's ridiculous, you know it is.
No, that sounds about right, actually, President.
And we're gonna kiss. But did you really fail to think this through?
Objection!
You said yourself you gave him Sean's identity. Surely that was enough to win him over.
Objection!
Win him over? That's one voice. Win him over? That man who shot at me? No.
You must have put him to sleep and carried him away like you did with me.
Objection!
Very well. Let's suppose that that to be true for a second. Did the autopsy show the presence of sedatives? It's not good. He's just not giving us an opening. Anyway, never mind all that. There are way more interesting things I'd rather talk about. Besides, I thought he was crushed to death by that model monster head.
Hold it!
Actually, I have some doubts about that. I mean, if the president really was killed by the Tyrannosaurus head... Don't tell me you're throwing your own pet theory in the trash, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. Aren't you the one who went through all that trouble to prove the man squished by head hypothesis was true? That may have been my theory at one point, but that was when we thought the head was the only thing that could have crushed him. Why the past tense? That's still your theory, no? It's not like you have anything else right now. The president's body double was crushed under the failing Tyrannosaurus head. Fact. No. There must be something. Some other piece of evidence I could link this man to the president's death by crushing. Don't you think it's time you gave up, Miles? I don't like watching you struggle like this. We all know who did it. The model head's practically screaming his name. And who set old Tyrannosaurus' dagger falling, huh?
Hold it!
Sure, Sean was the one who caused the head to fall. That much we know.
He even admitted it himself.
Fantastic! So we're all in agreement. Well done, everybody. Case closed. Sean Finn killed the fake president, and that's that. Somebody get those cops in here. Not so fast. This case is far from closed. Still scrambling, huh? Well, alright then. Enlighten us. Be quick about it. If you can't, I want to see that kid in handcuffs. Are you only a stickler about the law when things are going your way?
Mr. Edgeworth, what do we do? What do we do?
Think, Miles. Think. If Mr. Saint killed the president's body double, it would have to be happened while the two of them were together on the roof. So what would he have had to had? What would he have had to hand? That's the answer. That would tell us how he was killed.
He's not going to make it this easy, is he?
We need to think about how the president died. It was a very particular cause, to say the least. If we say assume he was crushed by the Tyrannosaurus head,
And the whole thing becomes Sean's fault, right? But what if that wasn't what the president was crushed by?
Is there something else that could have exerted a similar kind of force? No! It was the autopsy report. Sean didn't kill the president. The president was crushed by a monster. What? Did you really just say that? You! Oh, I get it. He's the kid who can communicate with giant beasts, right? Did he use his special powers? The only person who communicated with monsters was you. Sorry, but you must have me mixed up with somebody else. No monster pals here, I'm afraid. Why the false modesty? You're very close with at least one such creature. In fact, you can make this particular monster do exactly as you command. It was you who killed the president, Mr. Saint, and I can prove it. What?
What are you talking about? A lion balloon.
Yes, a quivering mockery of a monster filled with a hot air. But a monster nonetheless. But we're not talking about Saint here. Fuck! He made that joke! Not entirely unlike Mr. Saint himself. Sorry. You lost me. What exactly are you trying to say exactly? You seem very keen to stick to your story about having manipulated Sean and the president. No matter how true you may have wanted it to be, that was nothing more than a desperate lie. Even the most skilled animal tamer can't make the dead do his bidding. And the president was dead long before he left that roof, having been killed by your balloon.
I get it. The thing may look lighter than air, but it weighs a few 100 pounds, right?
When the president attacked you from the roof, die! You're the balloon. No! You had to think quickly in order to protect yourself. The method you chose landed the balloon right on top of him.
Back it up. Back it up.
You
You're
didn't.
good.
You didn't need to let him ride on the balloon, and he didn't need to coerce you into taking him, because what you took away was his dead body. Wait a minute now, Miles. If what you're saying is true, the president would have been killed 2 nights ago, which would mean that the time of death recorded in the autopsy was wrong. It would. Wow, you're really losing your touch. Look again. It's written right there. You're the guy. You're the man who changed. Who
With a
updated?
plan.
You're the guy who updated the autopsy report. You're that guy. Time of death: April 5th at approximately 11 p.m. Clear as day. Ugh.
April 5th. That was yesterday, which means...
Exactly. It means he died when the Tyrannosaurus head fell off that roof. Alright, Sean! It's time to be honest with us all. You know it's the right thing to do. You killed your daddy, didn't you? You hated him, didn't you? We get it. Who wouldn't? He just left you. What kind of a father would do that?
No, that's not what happened. I already told you. I didn't know who he was until today.
Oh, but you did know! Because I told you myself! But could my theory really have been so wide of the mark? I want to thank you once again, Miles. You hounded Winter and McGood until the crimes were finally exposed. And by ruining them both, you helped me get my revenge. I kinda love those powers of deduction. If the time of death matched up, everything else would fit. So, could he possibly have treated the time of death somehow? Oh, what was that other guy's name again? Carmelo Gusto? You even ran him down for me! That was some great work you did there. Of course. Gusto. There is evidence in it. He killed Frost and froze his body in order to conceal it. Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they determined that the murder occurred during the afternoon tea, he would have been an obvious suspect.
Bingo. Oh, the cool. I'm cool.
I only wish I could have been there to see his downfall too!
How could you say that? He was your father. No, he was. I don't believe that.
So scary. It's like God just keeps asking and asking about what happened that day. Hey, Dad, when are you coming to get me? Please! I need you to come take me away! It's because I broke my promise! Because I didn't show up in time to help you taste your work! He was no father. He left me all on my own. What kind of person would do that? We may have shared the same blood, but that's it. Father? What a joke. Objection! You may not want to hear this, Mr. Saint, but you share more than blood. Hate him all you like, but you're more like your father than you know. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Fate can be strange sometimes, but this was no coincidence. You and your father were the same, even in the methods you chose. You deliberately threw off the time of death, just as he did!
That's right. We had to rescue him from a warehouse refrigeration unit down by the harbor. A refrigeration unit at Depot?
Yeah.
Gosh, higher.
Yeah.
It's lower.
I threw off the time of death? And how did I do that exactly? Well, how did the president's body in a very specific place? You hid the body right here!
The sunshine.
In the ocean!
The Depot.
Take that!
At the Coliseum.
The Coliseum! Look at his body! You needed to keep the body cool somewhere.
It's the president.
And you also needed somewhere to keep Sean. Who knew that the two were connected? Talking about the kidnapping again? Why are we bringing that up now? Because as much as you wish we had forgotten, we know that you kept Sean in a refrigeration unit. The same refrigeration unit in which you kept the president's body.
I'm cold.
Oh, what? Just as your father froze the body he was trying to conceal 18 years ago. What? You seen him? Same as him? Same as the animal who abandoned me? A sad irony, but an undeniable truth nonetheless.
Objection.
Shut up! I'm nothing like him! I could never be like him! He's nothing to do with me! And we're nothing alike!
Objection.
Sorry, kiddo, but I think it's pretty clear that you and old Gusto have more than a little in common. You even told us you didn't like sweet stuff way back when we first met, right?
You should have known back then!
If that's not a product of your daddy issues, I don't know what is.
You don't understand. You may have tried to disown your father, but he lives on in everything you do. You think the same way.
Hey, son.
Yeah.
Are you winning?
And you're every bit as prepared as he was to sacrifice others in order to protect yourself. Your
five.
crimes were even exposed in the same manner. You couldn't be more similar. Or should I say, I don't know anything about a refrigeration unit. And the kidnapping? Nothing to do with me.
Objection.
Nonsense! You did it so you could blackmail Judge Gavil. We know for a fact you were involved.
Objection.
You're a real danger to be around, you know that, Miles? What aren't you gonna accuse me of? But it changes nothing. You still don't have any proof of incitement, of kidnapping, of anything. Oh wait, or are you planning on maybe fabricating some? Taking a leaf out of old Winner playbook? Never! I would never do that! Can't let myself rise to the provocation. What was the line? No matter what happens... doesn't Miles. No matter what happens, we must find the truth. Something like that? But only when the truth suits you, huh? That's how the law keeps people down, isn't it? And why? I had to get my revenge myself. I got away with it! I got away with it all! The guard, Winner, and now you. None of you can touch me.
This is bad, Mr. Edward. Gumshoe, anytime now. Gumshoe. Isn't there anything we can do?
Everything points to this man being our culprit. But we need evidence. Even just one piece. Alright. It's been fun. But it's time we brought this little show to an end, don't you think? Stick around for the main event, though, won't you? I'll even let you in for free. If you finally admit defeat!
Hold it!
Who was that? Old bag! Oh, no.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir.
Gummy, where have you been?
I've been doing my job, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me.
And, Detective Gumshoe, do you have anything to report?
I had them look into a few things real quick, sir, about the refrigeration unit and where the kid was kept. It was registered to the Very Big Circus, just like you said. And there it is, just in the nick of time.
Excellent work, Detective. Well, Mr. Saint?
Listen, if the voice actor for Vegeta can use the same voice for all his characters with different octaves, I can do the same.
Must be some kind of mistake. Why would a circus need a refrigeration unit? I've had a question, I suppose. We're no experts on the circus trade. Perhaps we could ask for your department manager for her thoughts on the matter? Hello, Miss Berry?
We do hire a unit to store all the food for the animals, but I don't know where it is. I leave all that to Simeon. He's so good at that kind of thing.
You fool!
Simeon? Scaring me.
That didn't look like the face of someone who was scared.
Such a shame. Rushing to find a solution after the fact often leads to mistakes. You knew that if the body was found in the unit, the suspicion would fall on you. So you panicked and moved it to the grounds of the big building instead. Yeah! But you weren't counting on Sean being found in the unit when you kidnapped him. If only you'd known you were up against a great thief, and an even greater detective.
Oh my god, ace detective.
Is everything alright? You're looking a little pale. Don't think you've won just yet, Miles. You're missing proof for the most important part of your little theory. I am. Perhaps you can enlighten us? You don't have any evidence that I crushed the presidential faker with that balloon. And I know you don't. Because there isn't any! I'm afraid there is. What?! If Mr. Saint murdered the victim, as we think he did, there should be traces of your misdeed on this piece of evidence!
What do you mean by that? Like the balloon or his body? Because he had the flowers on him and the sticky substance. Take that! Could be on the bottom of it.
Analysis of the balloon baskets will turn up the evidence we need. The balloon again? You already have your bullet hole. What else do you expect to find?
We expect to find plenty, actually. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? If there's truth to be found, then he'll find it. He's a hero. He's a hero of justice.
He sure is. We'll find something for sure. Mr. Edgeworth has gotten out of way tighter spot than this one.
What they said. What they said. We believe in you, Miles Reno. And so does your pop. He's looking down on you right now. I know he is.
I'm looking down.
Hey, Miles.
Yes, Miles. Just come and see this to the end, Miles Edgeworth. A perfect victory is almost only moments away. The president's body double was killed by the balloon. Traces of a certain substance will prove that. And you, Simeon Saint, will pay for your crimes at last.
I'm looking forward to this. Time to wrap up the mysteries of past and present, once and for all.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, deal the final blow to this unforgivably wicked man.
This last piece of
evidence.
This last piece of evidence will prove your guilt beyond a doubt. What should we expect to find on the balloon if it was used to crush the president?
Mamma mia!
Take that!
When Sean found the president's body, he also found a bouquet of lion lilies.
Lion lilies. Symbol of connection between parent and child. A popular flower back in Jane Fa.
That's your proof? A bunch of flowers that will be rotting at the dump by now? A bunch of flowers that Sean threw away? So much for your beautiful symbol of parental connection.
That's got nothing to do with any of this.
Ignore him, Sean. You threw those flowers away. That much is true. But the bond they represent remains as strong as it ever was. The president held on to them until the last, an act which provided us with our final piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about? The flowers Sean disposed of had been squashed flat. They must have been crushed by the balloon. If we examine the basket for traces of lion lily pollen, what do you think we might find? No, you don't need to do that. You looked over the basket just now. Anyway, if there was pollen stuck to it, you would have seen it. Those flowers are bright yellow.
Objection!
Not all evidence is visible to the naked eye, Mr. Saint. Huh? Emma? Yeah? I'd like to call on your scientific skills once again, if you don't mind. Leave it to me. Alright, let's take a look at this balloon basket, shall we?
Another minigame.
Ah,
Oh, no minigame.
I've got something. Bright yellow pollen, just like you said. If it's from the same flowers, it shouldn't take more than another quick test to prove it. What? And there we have it. You murdered the president, and this murder you carried out yourself. No, how could this? No! You crushed the president with that balloon. Then you loaded his body onto the basket and took him to the refrigeration unit.
Why? Why go to the trouble of removing the body?
Because he knew another incident was scheduled to occur that same evening.
Oh, Rosie Ringer's murder.
Exactly. If he had left the body there, it would have interfered with his other plans.
I get it. And you couldn't leave the body in the refrigeration unit for too long either, right?
Indeed not. So, while returning to the big building to drop the body off again the following night, he must have observed the fire Sean caused, and the Tyrannosaurus had followed as a result. That's what gave you the idea, wasn't it? To frame Sean for the murder. Yes!
You made it seem as if the falling head was what killed him so that my son would take the blame.
Despicable coward!
In order to achieve your aim, you lowered the president's body from the balloon to the lot below. And while he was dangling from the rope you used, he was caught on Sean's rehearsal tape. Oh, how did you see through it all? How? You manipulated people, and you manipulated this case, just as you manipulate animals on the stage. You thought you were all powerful, but your reign is at an end.
It almost looked like they're mad with you, Simeon. Even Money and Isaiah. They look like you were their friend, but you're not. They're sad and mad all at the same time.
Stop it! Stop looking at me like that! Perhaps they will when you finally stop clowning around. You're not cut out for comedy. Your tale is destined to end with a whimper. Get away from me! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Oh, yeah. So scared.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've done nothing wrong. Nothing! I'm not the bad one. They are!
Hey, punk girl. Why did you stop me from going to see my dad?
If only none of them did what they did, I wouldn't have to do it. I couldn't trust the police. I couldn't trust anybody. I was all alone with nobody to help me.
But that man, he helped me.
Cadus was the only one who ever helped me. So what if I used people? I had to. Is that so wrong? No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop it. No. No! No! No!
Oh, I see. When I'm the bad guy, I get the ones that are like really, really long yells.
Well, yeah, I gotta do a full-on performance. And no way you were going to keep up with that. Okay. It seems the game is up at last. The killer! Mr. Edgeworth, may I be the first to congratulate you. You have unmasked the person behind this entire sorry affair. Now, I am free to... No! Guns are so clumsy, don't you find? I don't have a gun. Please. Not only are you carrying one, you were just about to draw it. You must have stolen it from the president after murdering him. This gentleman betrayed a bond of trust. He knew the so-called president was an impostor, and yet he employed me to kill him nonetheless. There is nothing more dangerous for an assassin than to be lied to about the nature of one's target. If one does not know what cards one's opponent is holding, one can be very unpleasantly surprised. But that was not your true crime. No, thinking you could deceive me, manipulate me, that is the crime for which you are about to pay. No! You. It's been a while. The killer. Step aside, Canis. That man is my target. I would politely ask that you call off this particular job. He'll pay for his crimes, but in prison, not at the end of your blade. And if I refuse, let's just say that I might not take the loss of the one life that I ever saved too well. You save a life. Beauty Canis, the blind butcher himself. Preposterous, I know. But yes, I, who have taken so many lives, once chose to preserve one, that of an innocent young pup. And he, in his turn, saved mine. Something of a bond formed between us. Laugh all you like. I know I would, but I would respectfully request that you spare him. As one professional to another, I ask that you let this particular target live. Very well. The boy must mean a lot to you. Thank you. I am in your debt. You need not thank me. I simply see little point in the two of us killing one another.
How many characters can we fit on screen?
Now then.
What is the name of the case?
Now then. I bid you all good day.
Killed itself.
No! Get back here!
You have my thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. This young Bob needed to be shown the error of his ways. And you have done just that. Alright. I suppose we better get getting back. Our ironclad enclosure awaits, doesn't it, Helmut?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh? Hello?
You killed my dad, didn't you, old man?
I will not lie. I did. My victims deserve to be remembered, at the very least. But I sense a great hatred from me, from you, horned pup. In that case...
Sean, no!
You must not falter, little one. Here, you may use my knife. Take it and cut my throat. One sure slice is all it takes. I was growing rather tired of carving my little statues anyway.
I want revenge. I want it so badly. Sean, don't do it! Please, Sean! I beg of you! Okay, I did it.
Yeah.
At least I did.
Wait, that was Simeon!
And, oh, man. That's for trying to frame me. At least I did until just now. I would have done anything to make you pay, no matter how long it took.
Oh, you should make those who have wronged you pay. It'll make you feel so good. Trust me. All the pain, all the suffering, it all goes away. It drowns it all out. Numbs it.
It does. Listening to you, I thought maybe that's what I wanted.
Sean!
It's not just about me. Say I get my revenge. How does that help anybody else? If I became a murderer, my mom suffers 10 times more than I ever would. So would all the people I work with. They're counting on me. And they worry about me.
Thoughtful words indeed, little one.
Yeah? Well, I get it. I won't ever forgive you. I shouldn't be the one who gets to punish you. That's what these guys are for. My mom, Prosecutor, people like that. Sean. Wow. You may be young, Sean, but you're way wiser than I'll ever be.
You could at least try, at least consider trying to better yourself, okay?
Very well. And I suppose we'll be on our way. With me. young pup.
On our way. To where?
Where else? To the prison. Our home.
Oh. Home?
And with that, the case came to an end. A case that had dragged so many people into its orbit. As for me, there was one last thing I had to do.
Time for 20 more minutes of epilogue.
I got you again! The long name will always be there.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Edgeworth. What's the big idea? Big guy, wanna tell us what we're doing here? Mr. Edgeworth, your request has been processed and approved. Huh? You're what now?
I've asked for my prosecutor's badge to be reinstated.
Your badge. What is the meaning of this?
I am returning it. From this day forth, I am a prosecutor no longer.
I still can't believe you did that for me.
A certain man once said that to be an attorney is to be the defendant's most trusted ally. And that by believing in your client, the truth will make itself known. That man's image has been forever burned into my memory.
Camera pan, I'm over. Oh,
no. As certainly as the vision of my father fighting in the courtroom.
yeah, fade him away. It should be the guy who told you. It's me.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, Edgeworth. Show me.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Gregory.
But that's his and my father's path. Mine lies elsewhere.
Mr. Edgeworth.
My path is that of the prosecutor. It always was.
Well,
Well, I guess I'm gone for the rest of the series.
then I guess that's that.
I'm sorry.
No, I dig it. And besides, I can tell by that look in your eye that your mind's made up.
It is.
All right, then. Looks like our work together is diddly done. Just don't come crying to old Eddie if you change your mind. This club's now closed to new members.
I understand.
Hey, Milester, care to tell me why at least? Why, at least? How come you're so dead set on popping the old prosecutor's hat back? Just love the badge.
You once asked me something, Fender.
Are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you. One only you can answer.
I've been thinking about that question ever since. But I aim to live my life. Now that this case is over, I think I finally know the answer. I'm going to help people as a prosecutor.
But can't you also do that as an attorney?
Look at it this way. Simeon Saint was also a victim of sorts. He lost his only parent all those years ago, and with him, his ability to believe in a just world. I know how that feels. To lose someone so important to you. To lose faith in everything. To doubt everything, and be utterly alone. To fight, and fight, and fight. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty, so I make that my policy. But I was lucky. Somebody was kind enough to save me from myself.
You almost saw me for a second. I was almost there.
Am I in the frame?
Edgeworth, show me!
Mrs.
Maya.
Mr. Saint had nobody. He had
And
no
Mia.
Uh-oh. He had no faith in the law.
Show Pearl as Mia, and then have her switch into Pearl.
Yeah. He felt that seeking revenge himself was the only option. But I thought even you imagined that the body double would ever go so far as to co-opt up country's police. No. I sure didn't. And as long as Widow was around, no evidence was ever going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. Lagarde almost got away with it again. I want to help people like him.
And how do you plan to do that?
If he had been able to rely upon the law, none of this would have happened.
Chairman Winner made a mockery of justice, and in doing so drove Mr. Saint away from seeking. The law is only as good as its practitioners. It can't be a shield that keeps the people safe. It can be a shield that keeps the people safe from harm, or sword wielded to wound. Just one among many of the law's great contradictions. You can say that. Yep. That's what we folks in trade like to call a legal contradiction. The law is far from perfect.
One cannot solve such contradictions in the law without engaging with it. I don't think an attorney could have saved Mr. Saint. But a prosecutor, a custodian of the law, I think perhaps they could have. I plan to take up my badge again and confront those contradictions at every turn.
Very Miles Arena. I like it. You know, it won't be easy breezy though, right? Fighting the law itself, that's lawyering on hard mode.
I understand that, but somebody has to do it.
Oh, I don't doubt that. And if it has to be anybody, it should be you. Laws are like people, I guess. They both gotta grow and change, adapt or perish. Am I right? You're gonna smash this, I just know it. After all, you're Gregory's boy through and through. And if there's one thing that man did not know how to do, it's give up. Eyes on the prize and straight on till sunset. That was his motto. You know what? I saw that same determination on your face the second you mentioned taking up Prosecutor. You know what's really grown and changed? Hey, to be great big cheese ball, but you. I only wish your dad was here to see it. He'd be proud as all get out.
Fender, thank you.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if you're ready to begin, we can get the ceremony underway.
Please.
Yeah, here's the next 15 minutes. Told you, 20 minutes of the epilogue. By the power vested in me by the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, I, Faratika Kafil, do hereby, in the sight of the Almighty Goddess, reinstate Miles Edgeworth as a servant of the law.
Prosecutor's badge, proof of my profession. However, I prefer to keep it in my pocket.
All right, you're a prosecutor again.
Best news I've heard all week, sir.
Well, Mr. Prosecutor, I got a scoop. Your pops is going to be wanting to know that his kid just signed up for the opposition second time. Huh.
Thank you again, Fender, for everything.
Don't take me yet. My ass hurts. The next time you see me, could be across a courtroom. And this face is a whole lot less roguishly charming when it's not on your side of the aisle.
I would relish the opportunity to face an attorney trained by my father. I hope that day comes very soon.
Ace Attorney 4.
All right.
But that's Apollo Justice.
Fender out. Welcome back to into the fold, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thank you, Judge Gavin.
We gave you winner's office.
I owe you more than I can say.
You do?
You strove to right the wrongs of the committee from the inside. It must have been a lonely battle indeed.
Not at all. I was never truly alone. That's right. You had the goddess of justice on your side.
Thank you for teaching me that it's possible to fight in such a way. The contradictions within the committee are like those within the legal system itself. If we aren't able to overcome them, the real truth will forever evade us. I have you to thank for teaching me that, and for setting me on this path. I hereby swear to confront the contradictions that afflict the law, and to overcome them.
And I thank you for your commitment to that cause, as does the Almighty Goddess. I truly believe that such efforts are necessary in order for the law to grow and improve.
I would look forward to seeing you in the courtroom again soon.
As will I. You did not see the best of me when last I oversaw a trial. Next time I will be different. I will show you what it means to serve justice with true impartiality. That's right. I could say that word no issue. Is there
we're fine actually.
Is there a really long?
No, I gotta figure up. Like when the credits fill up, I gotta figure out who voiced the next. Just confused. I don't mean to call your motivation into question.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
But in my mind, the ideal judge is not totally impartial. The ideal judge is human. Even in the courtroom, they laugh, they cry, they rage, they smile.
What?
And then, when all is said and done, they pass down the judgment based on that very humanity.
I just always call him guilty.
I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but perfection isn't always the loftiest of ideals, and it's certainly not the only thing to strive for. Forgive me, this is my opinion, nothing more.
All right, of course. There are other ways, and I thank you for sharing your insights. Mr. Edgeworth, there's another reason I was never truly alone. During my long struggle against Chairman Wright, someone else was with me. Someone other than the goddess. Eustace.
No! No!
We're really just gonna throw Eustace to the side.
He wasn't here.
Yeah.
Of course, Sean! This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near me. No matter how hard things get, no matter how formidable one's opponent, when we feel that we are not alone, we can keep going no matter how hard we go. Mistakes have been made. We must fix them for Sean's sake. More than anyone's.
Like the mistakes made in the incident in which his father died.
So you see, there is something more important, even to me, than the words of the goddess. Though it may anger her to hear me say such things.
So that was your secret weapon all along? The strength of your bond with your son?
Perhaps you are right. Perhaps I should not strive for an unachievable perfection. But I must grow. As a servant of the law and as a mother. That I believe above all else.
I see. It seems that we both have plenty still to learn.
Indeed. And neither of us perfect yet. Let us continue along our chosen paths, and continue to grow as we tread them. Until we meet again. I will look forward to that day. May the goddess watch over you, as you embark upon the next step of your journey. Slips.
Funny! I lost the title of Prosecutor, but now I have regained it. And in so doing so, I found a new way forward, a new path for justice. I am determined to follow that path until it finally leads me to the truth, no matter how hard it might be, no matter what obstacles might arise. Will betide anyone who stands in my way, whoever they may be, whatever they might say, I will lift up my voice and shout. Somehow I got that. Alright, first will be you. Yamazaki! That's not Shu Takumi!
Well, dang, I just happened to go back my way.
I've got my bitches.
So, Chief, what kind of scoop we looking to land ourselves next, huh?
Did I teach you nothing, knucklehead? We're journalists, ain't it? Leads are our stock and trade, our bread and butter. You don't just hand that stuff over, not to your danger apprentice.
Sorry, Chief. I guess I still got a whole bunch to learn, huh? Well, alright then. Better get track down some leads on my cell phone.
That's the spirit. You go get him, champ. Before you mosey on down the way, what kind of leads their lead might be?
Huh? But, Chief, you...
Come on now, I'm pretty much your editor, ain't I? Can't hold out on the boss.
Ooh. Come on, Chief, that's cold. I done did it myself.
Me?
You.
My arm wound has yet to fully heal. Even now, the bodyguard who inflicted it was a skillful practitioner indeed. I shan't be forgetting him in a hurry.
He's dead.
But never mind that now. Time to return to the life of a simple ice cream seller. Although I have been thinking that perhaps crepes would be more my speed. Well, no rush. I'm sure there'll be time to ponder the matter before my next job comes in.
Next is awesome.
How many people?
Sure, you might have knocked me on my butt, wise guy, but I ain't out for the count just yet. I've been keeping my guard up and looking for an opening. We ain't out of this dump yet. Ain't that right, Daddy? The second the bell rings for the next round and skip shenanigans, we'll come out swinging. Till then, training, training, more training.
Training. Woohoo! Iwamoto. Iwamoto.
You! You want to know if I'm still planning on becoming an animal stylist? Oh, sure! I'm still studying every single day. Still up to my elbows in mud. But I guess it suits me better than being a newspaper salesman. I plan to make it my new career when I finally get out of here. What's that? I'm at least a few more years away. Not because I helped warden the guard? Why do you think I'm being so nice to these stupid freaking criminals? I don't care about, I want to care about a freaking license. I want to get out of here. Why me?
Nakamura. Yusuke.
All these people are me. I voiced everybody.
I was so shocked
Yeah, true.
when I learned that what Simeon had been doing up to this whole time. I trusted him. I was his boss. Still, can't sit around being sad forever, I guess. The show must go on. We can't let the magic department and the ventriloquy department get the better of us. We'll light up that stage and blow away the competition, and with all those awful memories with it.
Also me.
Takanori. Katsuki. Oh my.
I must have gotten soft in my old age, haven't I? Boy, yes, I have. 18 years ago, I saved a life, and the troublesome child is still keeping me busy to this day. And now here we are, back in the cage. Well, roaches will have company soon at least. Won't we, boy? Yes, I'll swing the pub. Things certainly won't be dull with him around. No, they won't.
Finally, one of your characters shows up.
Yeah, before the thing's over. Oh, great. Together, always.
What dessert shall we eat? Chocolate cake, sticky and sweet.
Oh, so soft, fluffy, and light. You'll be dreaming of it tonight.
I'll always be waiting for you, Judy. And I'll come visit you every day, just like you and Eddie did when I was in here.
We have so much to thank him and Mr. Edgeworth for. Most of all, the fact that I get to eat your delicious desserts again, Samson.
And not just you. They gave me permission to keep providing sweet treats to everyone here. I guess spreading the gospel of candy making for all these years is finally paying off.
Yeah, now I can get her French accent down. No issue.
You?
Who's you? I don't know who you is.
You!
Oh, dearie. Oh, hello, sweeties. Fancy seeing you here. I owe you a great big thank you for, and dear old Gregory Pegleg too, of course. After all, it's thanks to you that I get to eat all semi-poo-poo sweets again. I'm even thinking of making a lovely medicine out of them. I'm going to call it Snacker's Delight. It makes your stomach so small you can only eat snacks. So you get skinny as a tent peg and love a minute. I'm going to make a fortune.
Ah! You. No, it's not. It's me.
That's an odd character I played.
I've met so many beautiful people now. Drawn so many beautiful sketches. Hulu isn't the biggest fan of my new work, though. She took one of my sketchbooks and hit me over the head with it. Bam! Just like that. And she left. This is one less beautiful person in my life now. So I've got a big decision ahead of me. Do I follow my art or follow my heart? Alright, I mean, new girlfriend. You got that, right? Now it's you.
Yasufumi.
Woo!
Badster, the Badinator. Seriously, thanks for the assist today, good buddy.
Yeah, you want me to talk about IS-7? I'll talk all day. Sounds like that Ashworth kid is doing good work.
Yeah, Miles Reno chose a different path from his old man in the end. A path that means we can't work together, but that won't stop me from looking in on him from time to time.
You've gone pretty far yourself.
Holy macaroni! A compliment from Big Bad Detective Bad? Am I dreaming? Well, flattery will get you everywhere, old pal. If you ever need a little fender magic, just say the word.
You're next.
Oh my god, how many more? How many people did we meet? Looks like they'll be letting me off a little easier than I thought for what I did. Guess because I told them I was kind of forced to do it. Ouch! Ain't no such thing as easy when it comes to crime, dang fool child. Sorry, Grandma. I still feel awful about it, of course, but I'm just so glad I get to stay out here with you. What's that? You think you should be getting back to work? I guess you're right. Can't keep the dead waiting.
I was in this game. Science saves the day again, huh? Good thing I happened to be around, right? Even if I do have to jump back on the plane again and go back to Europe. All this flying around is gonna get tiring. Still, it's all part of becoming a first-class forensic investigator. Guess I better get going. Oh, but if you ever need me, just say the word, okay? I'll come running. You know I will.
Yep, he's dead.
The greater one's father, the greater the pressure to be great. But Eustace Winner, does it? He has chosen his own path now, and he will be tested, just as I was. Charles Edgeworth chose to live as a prosecutor over how his own father lived. That too, it's a valid question that the question that we all had to wrestle with.
Ace Attorney 7. Eustace's rise.
You're next.
My father hid a secret, or a burden. I could only imagine. I thought only for my family name. He thought of so much more. He thought of our entire nation. I mean to carry out the legacy, to fulfill his last great wish. Even if our president was an imposter. Even if the real president is long dead. Even if it takes all my effort and all my men's effort, Zhang Fa will rise again. I can't wait for you to see it.
Next is me. I gave up on the winner thing. Told everybody to stop calling me that. Because I didn't win. My dad did it all for me. I'm going to start again from scratch. I won't let what he did ruin everything. And pretty soon I'll be better than him, and better than Edgeworth, so watch out! So first order of business, get a new nickname. The best. You and me.
Masako.
Well, it was eventful to say the least, but we got it done. The movie's going down great.
I think the murder stories in the gossip magazines might have helped. Big bad man emerges from Big Bad Bill. Bull revealed in my face of the Shang-Fa president. Shit, huh? Wait, what was that picture of you, Mr. Powers?
What? Why?
Hey! Hey, it's not so bad after all. It'll make people come see the movie, right?
Yeah, I guess. You've got to give a reading lines there.
No, I thought I swiped and it didn't swipe.
Next you. Yep.
Yeah, great me, back and forth, why not? I very much enjoyed the movie, Sean. It's nothing. It wasn't even a big part. The boy who befriended both Tyrannosaurus and Gordy, they don't come any bigger than that. It was a role you were born to play. You think? Well, it would be cool to be in a sequel, I guess. And I kinda like acting. Hey, can we pick something up before we head back? I wanted to get some lion lilies for my dad. Of course, and I will buy some too for Amelie. No, Sean, don't do sequels. They never work.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Phew. Been a busy few days, huh, sir?
Unbelievably so. Why did so many important cases all come along at once?
There's never a dull moment when I'm around. Guess I'm just lucky that way.
Wait, so all that stuff that happened because of you?
Oh, Gummy. Why would you say that?
And yet, I don't think the good detective is entirely wrong. Okay, what now? Will you be returning to your thieving practice?
Yeah, good question.
What? You're not sure?
How can I put this? I guess I feel like I've been trying to follow in my father's footsteps this whole time, you know? Trying to become a great thief just like he was.
You're the Guatsu. Hey, you're the Guatsu at least.
But watching how this all panned out for you, Mr. Richworth, it got me thinking that maybe I need to get out from under his shadow and live my own life too. Just like how you decided not to do the whole attorney thing. It's time to make our own fate.
She's right. After all, nothing thrives in the shade.
I'm going to be my own hero.
That sounds like an admirable plan indeed.
I won't be giving up the name though. We can't not be the Yatagratsu, right?
And whatever name you pick, you'll always be K to us, K. And you'll always be a hero.
Thanks, Gummy. You'll always be Gummy, my Gummy too.
You bet I will. And I'll be doing my detective thing just as hard as always. So I'll be counting on you, sir.
Yes, and I'll be counting on you too, Detective. Just as I've been counting on you these last few days. You've helped us out too many times to mention. I think your next salary review may come as a pleasant surprise.
Huh?
Huh?
Wait, you mean...
What's the matter? I'm saying I'll see to it that you get paid a little more, Detective.
You will? This is unbelievable, sir.
No way. Go, Gummy.
It's like a dream come true. I can finally leave the instant noodle life behind.
I don't think I'll be letting you rest on your laurels. Your work won't be getting any easier. I hope you understand that.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I'll give you everything I got. Just you wait and see.
He finally got it. Fender and Judge Gaville set me on a new path in life. A path on which I will face down every contradiction that the law has to present. A path at which, on whose end, lies the ultimate truth. But can I really do this? I need to give it some serious thought. It certainly won't be easy. nonetheless.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's another reason I was never truly alone during my long struggle against Chairman Winner. Someone else was with me. Someone other than the goddess. Of course, Sean! This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near me gave me hope. When we feel that we are not alone, we can keep going no matter how hard the road ahead.
So that was your secret weapon all along. The strength of your bond with your son. The strength of my bond.
Oh, I almost forgot!
What? What is it?
I was trying to find other members for my Yatagratsu team, right?
I do vaguely remember something about that.
Never even found a single one. We were going to be unstoppable on our quest to steal the truth. So much for that little pipe dream.
You're kidding, right? You already have a team. Quite literally, made up of the same Yatagratsu people. Detective, prosecutor,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a prosecutor now.
and a thief. Team that can solve any case the world cares to throw it.
Huh? Yeah, I guess I do. The prosecutor, the detective, and the great thief. Between the three of us, we can hunt down the truth, put it in handcuffs, and steal it once and for all.
I can't help feeling a little sorry for the truth in that case.
And as long as the three of us are sticking together, we got nothing to fear. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Indeed. Nothing at all. My father followed his own path, right to the end. And now, I follow the path of my own making too. But not alone. I have some colorful companions to help me. As long as they're beside me, I won't lose my way. It's a new path, and a new me.
Ah, new year, it
And
seems.
I'll be walking it as a prosecutor, not an attorney. My father's path and mine are different. But they're not as separate as they may seem. Though the routes differ, the destination is the same. Because, of course, both end at the truth.
It's got like a jewel in the center, and then you just have the normal attorney who's got just a, it's just a circle.
And that's the end. Moving right up to the gallery, I'm gonna look at those! That's the end of Turnabout for the Ages.
Congratulations, you 100%ed
Oh my god!
attorney game.
Look at all this! Oh my god!
That's a nice step ladder. It's a good step ladder you got. It's a good step ladder. Oh my god, we can look at the actual sprites. How about that?
Oh, I'm in the wrong game.
Oh, you can actually bring up what the original looks like.
Yeah, this is what the original looks like. Ah! Ah! What'd you think about Turnabout for the Ages?
Good.
Good! Best case in the game.
You'll never know.
What are you gonna keep it to your grave?
Maybe. It might work out better for me. My gravestone will then read, guy who would not say if this was the best case.
What'd you think about Investigations 2 as a whole as well?
Good.
Hey, what's his
I don't think so.
Best game so far?
Best game so far. Well, I mean, not the best case.
Eh.
What did you look like in the original?
Oh.
Wow, it kind of looks like he's just Jason. I think that's just Jason. That's not clown makeup.
Objection.
Oh! Speaking of that, hopefully my recording's gonna be good. So yeah, basically the all the voice lines and all that stuff were different whenever I played the translation. So let me bring those up.
All around. Good.
Languages? I don't care about languages. Ah, fuck it. Then yeah, I'll just do the fan voices, the visual voices. Okay. Okay, quickly, we think about the Simeon.
Cool.
Good, okay. What do you think about K? Because there's the duology and the duology.
Cool.
What do you think about Fender?
Cool.
What do you think about Guvelle?
Alright.
Alright, what do you think about the winner? Both winners?
Both winners?
Hmm.
Okay. Better.
Which one's which?
You'll never know. I thought Excelsius was okay. I thought Eustace was better.
Okay. Sean Finn.
Fine.
Okay.
It's not too much to elaborate on him.
Am I forgetting? I don't think I'm forgetting anybody else.
What do you think about what do you think about rabbits?
I guess Future of the God. This new stuff came out about her.
It hasn't changed.
Okay. Alright, so there we go. So here's the original version. This is the Pro CD version. Alright, hold on. I'll do this. Oh, it's the Yuka. Okay, that's Pro CD. And then we got the current ones. Which, you know, I mean, the Tic Tac's pretty good, but the other ones I don't think are good. For the new ones. This is... Yeah, this is Broken Knight. I mean, the new one, he's just like... He's got that sass behind it. Eddie Finders. It's very different. That's his old one. And his new one. Pretty much.
Objection.
I like his new one. That's the winner.
Objection!
Yeah, that's his old one. But you know, I can only hear that one. But you know, the new one's pretty good. That's Excelsius. Hold on, let me get to it again. Oh, no, that's Eustace winner. Okay, there we go. Excelsius. That's his, and then the new version.
I prefer the old one.
You like the old one?
Yeah, it sounds more menacing.
It sounds too much like Cookus Alba in my opinion. That's Simeon. So like very similar. The Simeon. Oh, and then Callisto U, who old voice, like I said before, it was terrible. And then, yeah, I told it to you, but you know,
Yeah.
Here's that change again. It was terrible.
Objection!
Alright, yeah, and that's it. So, game's over. We're done.
Oh, finally.
Finally!
This game is long. No, it's not. It's about the same as this one. But we're not doing an Ace Attorney game next. Even though this is the Ace Attorney channel. Next up, we're doing another game. I don't know what. I'm figuring it out. Anyway, we're gonna do that game in
The next episode.
so you can watch this episode of Investigations 2. Make sure you subscribe to something over, which is
Every day.
bye. Where's the dog? There's a dog.
Go, Mr. Go!
Go. Wait. Oh, there he goes!